Hello, welcome or welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about a perfume. This is the Atelier de Fleurs Vanilla Planifora by Chloe. This was a fragrance that was launched in 2020 by a perfumer named Quentin Beach. It is an oriental floral fragrance. So there is a 50 and a 100 ml version of this. There is a 1.6 and I would imagine 3.2 version as well. The 50 milliliter, which is the one I have here, retails for $166. So let's jump into it. The fragrance itself is packaged beautifully. Obviously comes in a very simple and elegant white box. The actual fragrance comes in this bottle. It is very elegant. It is beautiful for display. I've left it in the box just because I do really just like how the box is. But this is what the fragrance actually looks like. It is beautifully packaged. The top is slightly textured as well. And then you have the Chloe logo on the top of the cap as well. And then, of course, the Atelier de Fleurs Vanilla Portofino fragrance here. And again, this is the 50 ml or 1.6 fluid ounce bottle. So the fragrance itself is like walking into your favorite blossoms in a bouquet at a Parisian flower shop. Each perfume in this collection reveals a single floral, aromatic, or woodsy scent rooted in the perfume's memory. So you can wear alone or layered. So Vanilla Planifolia for women is a vanilla is based on a vanilla that is found from a rare orchid. This is a ideal composition. It has a delicate mix of spicy petals that reveal alluring mysteries of an enveloping, almost carnal flower, carnal flower, sweet, sensual, and addictive. This enticing woman's fragrance is good enough to eat. So I will say that that's pretty accurate. It is a very unique floral. It is very kind of old money, rich vanilla, and it takes a while for it to dry down into that kind of really nice, rich vanilla. The opening fragrance, the opening scent you get hit, that first top note, very floral and very like spicy floral. As like I don't think everybody's gonna like that, but it did take me a moment to get used to as well, just because I don't think my nose has adapted to a fragrance quite like that before, but we're good now. Yeah, you definitely, it is like a very spicy floral, but not overwhelmingly spicy either. It's almost like a florally peppercorn is the best way I can describe it, but it sounds weird, but it adds an element, like a level of depth to this fragrance that I think if that wasn't there, it would be just your kind of more run of the mill, more expensive smelling vanilla scent. So I definitely think that gives it some edge. You definitely get the vanilla in the first few minutes of this fragrance being on your clothing, your skin. It's definitely there. It's very interesting. And then after a couple of minutes, that black pepper kind of dies down and it goes into the more floral aspect of the fragrance versus the spicy. So it does have a very, very nice balance to it, which I really appreciate. It makes this a very interesting vanilla scent. It is beautiful. And again, just the layers and how it envelops over time. This is a fragrance. This is an Eau De Parfum, so it's an EDP. It is going to be a higher concentrated fragrance just because of it being an EDP versus an Eau de Toilette or a body mist or anything like that. So it definitely lingers on my skin for quite a long time. I would say I get a solid 8 hours out of this, and I do find it lingering on my clothes the next day. So there is a very nice staying power to this, which is really nice from a designer fragrance, especially with the price tag. Again, it is $166 for a 1.6 ounce fluid bottle. Since it is an EDP, you don't need a ton of this. This is a very highly concentrated fragrance and you don't need a ton, or else I think if you did spray too much of this, it could be overwhelming. But it is. It's a beautiful fragrance, and definitely having the background of the rareness of vanilla in orchids and nature naturally, it definitely makes this have an edge that I don't think a lot of other more expensive vanillas have. Or maybe I just haven't smelled a ton of expensive vanillas, but I think this one is a gorgeous fragrance if you're looking for a really nice fragrance as a gift, whether it be to yourself, your mom, your sister. This is a really, really solid option, and I would recommend this 10 out of 10. This is very quickly becoming like one of my favorite perfumes, and it definitely makes me want to look into more Chloe fragrances because I have smelled a couple of the other kind of more normal Chloe fragrances in Sephora before. So I knew going into this was a blind buy for me off Nordstrom, but I read the notes, watched reviews, but had never smelled this in person before I bought, and I'm really glad that I do like this because obviously price tag number one, but number two, it is a beautiful fragrance and it does make me want to try more of the Chloe fragrances just generally. But beautiful fragrance if you're looking for a new one. This is definitely one I would look into. But that is all I have for this video. I will quit rambling and I will see you in the next one soon. Bye guys.